Alright then, a little bit of a late stream today. I'm not going to try and make this a daily thing, like, I just want to say that straight off the bat. It's not, like, my intentions to do that, but yeah, I just thought to, like, try and do a live stream where I can just kind of have a little ramble about things that I'm going to kind of be expecting for Series 13. Just because, yeah, we are getting closer and closer to its release. I'd say we're around about like 3 months away from it now. And yeah, I am excited for more Doctor Who content. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Let me just get myself organised here. So here we go. So yeah, some pretty exciting stuff. Just organise this. Oh, this is so bad. Alright. Okay, so I'll just let people come into the stream. And yeah, we'll start rambling about Series 13, because I want to know what other people think that is going to happen. There's quite a few interesting theories out there. And yeah, it'll just be pretty cool to talk about. And yeah, just have a lot of fun. Because obviously that's kind of like what this content's about, live stream, and I get to interact with you all, kind of get to learn about, how everyone's been, etc. And yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to do. Just always forget when I stream to plug my laptop in. I don't want that dying during the stream. That would be very bad. Hi, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so, yeah, I have a few things to say regarding Series 13, because obviously we did learn that there is going to be it is literally just going to be one big story. So we're going to have 6 episodes, 6 chapters that are going to be expansive, to say the least. Doctor Who's never really done, or at least in the modern iteration, where there's going to be just one big narrative. That's kind of never been done with the modern series before. I think the closest we got was probably Series 6. And yeah, that one kind of didn't, well, from what I remember, it didn't go down too well with the Whovian community. I don't think people actually use the term Whovian anymore. But yeah, oh, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're just talking about theories for Series 13, because obviously, my theories have kind of changed around anyway. I hope we get an episode with just Jodie and no companions. Yes, I would love to see that happen, and you know what? I actually hope that's the Weeping Angel episode, because Jodie hasn't had, like, an episode where she's by herself. And yeah, I think she kind of does deserve to have an episode by herself now. We do desperately need that, especially, I think regardless of your opinions for her, and like, other Doctors have had a companionless episode, or at least modern Doctors. I think Eccleston didn't, from what I remember. But yeah, I do think Jodie deserves to have one, at least one episode before she goes. That might be one of the specials, for all we know. Maybe she goes into the specials without any companions. That would be very interesting to see how that would go. But yeah, I would love to see that happen. I've read that Rose Matavia is named as a Time Lord contender. I don't actually know who that is. What's stuff has that person been in before? Yeah, I'm not 100%. Like, there's a lot of names that are brought up in the chat for who the next Doctor's going to be, and there's these names in the bookies and stuff, and I generally don't know a lot of these actors and actresses. Like, I need to get out and watch some more television or something, because a lot of these names, I'm just there scratching my head. I'm like, yo, I've never heard of you before. So yeah, I definitely need to get on that, and yeah, I don't know, maybe watch some more new things. That would probably work. But yeah, I was reading something today as well. I did it for a video. The Jodie Comer from Killing Eve, one of the lead actresses, is apparently tipped to be like one of the main contenders for the 14th Doctor role. I personally don't believe that, because while she is a fantastic actress, 100%, I do think she is simply too big for the role now, because of, obviously, she's got a lot of success in Hollywood now. Killing Eve's come to an end, so I think she'll probably be in a lot of like big movie projects. She'll probably end up in a Marvel or DC film within the next couple of years. Like I can pretty much guarantee that. Like, she's already been in Free Guy, that's releasing in cinemas this week, this Friday in the UK. I'm gonna go and watch that, by the way. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, she has a big role in that. Killing Eve as well was a big thing for her. She had a cameo as well in Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. And yeah, so yeah, I can't see her going from doing all that big stuff and then going back to, you know, filming in Cardiff for a good part of a year. I can't see them doing that. Do you have any thoughts on what could happen to Yaz or Dan? Because I have no idea if they will stay on Series 13 through specials. Now, I think at least one of them will leave at the end of the series, or like something will happen to them at the end of the series. It could be Dan, it could be Yaz, or they could both go. Like, ideally, I would like them both to leave, so the specials could just be with Jodie, and then obviously the last special will be obviously the BBC's 100th anniversary special, and that's when we get the multi-Doctor one, if that ends up happening. But yeah, I would like to see some specials where it's just Jodie by herself, similar to Tennant as well. But maybe not in the same vein, you know, because obviously David Tennant's Doctor, when he's on his own, he turned all like psychotic and stuff, pretty much. And yeah, with Jodie, I don't know, it'll be interesting to explore like a different element to her. But yeah, in terms of if they'll stay on, I can't see them staying on, especially with a new showrunner coming in place. I imagine they'll want to pretty much start their new era like that. Like, they won't want any connections to Jim Knowles, and that's no disrespect to him. They just want to make their own vision of the show, and that's rightfully so. It's like with Stephen Moffat. I know David Tennant was humming and hawing if he was actually gonna stay on, but yeah, it is basically down to, you know, they want to have their own vision and they don't really want to be held back by any previous additions to scripts or whatever. So yeah. I don't think Yaz or Dan will be staying on. At least at the maximum past the specials. Like, I can't see that happening. But speaking of theories and everything, I do think we are in for another Time Lord big baddie. Yeah, I do think we are in for a return of either Rassilon or Omega. I think Rassilon's more likely. I did discuss this on stream yesterday. Where essentially there's apparently some complicated rights for using Omega, but it would be cool for him to come back. I would love to see Omega return. But yeah, I think a safe bet is that we'll probably see Rassilon come back. I think it's more likely it's going to be like a regenerated form for him, or her, because you know, Time Lords can change gender. And yeah, I do think it is very likely that Rassilon will come back, as you know, he had a big role in Ancient Gallifrey, and especially with the Timeless Child. Have you been watching any Doctor Who episodes? See, I watched the Next Doctor yesterday, and I thought I was like, you know, a nice one to watch, because I absolutely loved that episode. David Morrissey was an absolute legend in it. He portrayed the role of the Doctor and Jackson like really well, and I always think, or like I always used to think that like we were robbed of David Morrissey actually being the Doctor, because I loved him in The Walking Dead as well as the Governor, and yeah, he is such a fantastic actor. Like, I've even met him as well at Wales Comic Con. He was such a lovely guy to speak to, and yeah, like maybe he could come back as like one of the Timeless Doctors or a future Doctor or something, wherever the hell they decide to get Doctors from now. But yeah, that's the last episode I watched. I haven't really binge watched this series in a while though. The closest I've done is Series 1, because obviously I'm doing the reviews for that. And yeah, I've been obviously watching that one, pretty much binge watching it. Nearly finished it now. But yeah, I just watched The Next Doctor's kind of like a one-off thing, really. But yeah, it was pretty cool to watch. And yeah, that's to answer that question. Yeah, I actually haven't binge watched anything in a little while for Doctor Who episodes, but I've watched like a couple here and there. So, yeah. But anyway, going back onto theories, yeah, I do think we are going to get Rassilon as like the big baddie. And then like we're probably gonna maybe start learning the definitive truth for the Timeless Child. I think there will be like a few big twists during series 13 because obviously there's only 6 parts, and I reckon there'll be one maybe even 3. Might have one at the beginning because I know each episode is meant to have a cliffhanger of sorts. So you might get one at the start, one in the middle, and then one at the end that will obviously lead into the specials that we don't even know what the specials are going to be like yet. I think they are still filming, actually, because there's been a few conflictions with filming where Jodie said she was meant to be wrapping up filming in the next few weeks or whenever it was she announced. Yeah, it was for the next few weeks from when she announced she was leaving. So, literally anything could happen regarding filming. Like there could have been COVID delays for all we know, but yeah, I'm completely rambling. But yeah, I do think though, series 13 will largely put a cap on the Timeless Child story arc, and then the specials will kind of like weave it out, and then fully close the lid on it. Like we might even meet some Timeless Doctors as well. I know a lot of people are focused on previous Doctors coming back, but maybe Timeless Doctors could appear as well, and we meet new hidden incarnations of the Doctor, and that's maybe used to have people like maybe Jodie Comer coming in and playing a Timeless Doctor as like a one-off, and then boom, she might do like Big Finish or something later down the line. It would be great if the Master and Omega worked together. Yes, they actually never have worked together, as far as I know, in any medium. Like obviously in the classic series, they never were on screen together, so they obviously never worked together. We never had anything in the audios, as far as I remember. And then comics as well, I don't think there's anything. But yeah, that would be a pretty unique one to do. Especially like Omega just hates Time Lords in general. Like he hates Time Lord Society because of obviously he was involved in that accident. That I think it's pretty much confirmed at this point that Rassilon was behind it for purposely having it like power. So yeah, that one would be interesting. I reckon it would actually be Omega that crosses the Master instead of the Master snaking out Omega. That would be pretty cool. But I don't even know how they'd bring Omega back now, because I think he died properly in the last episode he was in. Wasn't that Arc of Infinity? I'm trying to think now. I'm going back from classic series now. Peter Davison. But yeah, it would be interesting to know how they'd bring him back. Maybe he had an involvement in the Time War or something. We don't know. But I doubt it. But yeah. It would be interesting to see the Rani come back as well for Series 13. I think that would be pretty cool. Having the Rani come back would be awesome. The Rani's like one of the Time Lords that I have always wanted to come back, like for a long time. And I'm very confused why she hasn't come back already, because Master has popped up here, there, and everywhere. I remember Stephen Moffat said that people probably wouldn't remember the Rani now, but then you've got the perfect opportunity to reintroduce her. Like, people, like, new viewers wouldn't have known who the Master was in Utopia, but you had the opportunity to reintroduce that character, and I think having the Rani come back would be amazing. Like, I would really love the Rani to just, like, come back, and it would be a bit of a change as well from, like, the Master, who's just constantly about conquest and stuff, and then having someone like the Rani, who's like about experiments and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool. So yeah. So there we go. Oh, there we go. Do you think we'll find out more if Missy regenerated or not? That would be very interesting to learn. I guess if they dive more into the Timeless Child's story arc, and obviously with the Master finding out through the Matrix about what went on Gallifrey in the ancient times, I guess they could have like a flashback sequence to the Master arriving on Gallifrey that might delve into if he's after Missy or not, because let's not forget, Missy was, well, she turned good, didn't she? A Big Finish did try to hint that that Missy regenerated into the Lumiart, that's meant to be like just like a good version of the Master or Missy, and then when the Lumiart was killed, that there was a good chance that she would end up just reverting back to the Master's old ways. So it's kind of left open-ended sort of thing. I think best bet is we'd probably find out after. Well, not after, sorry. If there is like a multi-Master story on screen at any point, and you have Sacha Dhawan and Michelle Gomez, if he acknowledges her in a certain way, I think that would be pretty cool to see happen. So yeah, I think that would be pretty cool to see. But anyway, does anyone else have any big theories or anything for Series 13? Because I think it would be cool to like discuss stuff. Like I know we talked about like the big bads and everything like that. Because yeah, I'm thinking that yeah, we are going to see more Time Lords. I think Vinda is going to be another Time Lord as well. Because Jacob Anderson did say something about his hearts during that Comic-Con panel, and I think it would be pretty much. It suggests that Missy is going to return, but yeah, not Missy. Sorry, what am I even on about? No, I mean that there's going to be another Time Lord returning. Like Vinda could be the Rani. I mean, probably not. I think it's just going to be another new Time Lord. But yeah, it would be cool to see like other Time Lords and kind of have them react to the Timeless Child reveal. Because assumingly it would only be Tecteun, Rassilon, and Omega, and then the Master and obviously the Doctor that would know about the Timeless Child. So yeah, it would be pretty cool to know. But yeah, I won't be streaming for too much longer, by the way. I'm just doing this quick stream because I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna make get some theories out there regarding Series 13, just because I just wanted to talk about it, and I have gotten used to live streaming recently, and I know I have left this one a little bit late, and I do apologise for that. If I do end up streaming tomorrow or Tuesday, maybe it'll probably be like midday or something, and I'll try and get like a proper streaming schedule if I do end up doing streaming properly. But yeah, just to wrap things up, I just want to say that the Regeneration, I do think personally that it will end up being probably a little bit different compared to what we've had in the modern era so far with Christopher Eccleston. He just regenerated, normally, and then obviously Tennant had I Don't Want to Go. And then Matt Smith and Capaldi had big speeches. I think we are going to go back to the simple, like, oh, I'm regenerating now. Boom. I think that is going to happen with Jodie's Doctor. I think it is going to be a bit more straightforward. I don't think there is going to be any fancy speech that I know does a little bit contradict the character in terms of over-exposition. But yeah, I do think... sorry. I do think that she is going to get pretty much like a straightforward exit, I think. She'll probably have a speech before like the regeneration process, maybe as like a reminder for her companions that are aware of regeneration, that they know of what's going to happen if they're still around anyway. Like, I don't think there will be, but again, anything could happen. Doctor Who in Chibnall's era has been constantly like throwing us off course with what to expect, so yeah, anything could happen. Anything could happen. But yeah, I am going to wrap up the short stream now. I am sorry it's very short and it is quite late. But yeah, I just thought to make this video, or stream, just like to get a little quick discussion about theories for Series 13. I might end up streaming tomorrow, or chances are it'll end up being Tuesday. Imagine if Missy was lying about being the Master, but was actually the Rani. That would be a plot twist and a half, especially that Big Finish did like that masterful as well with Missy. So I think Missy is actually the Master. I remember when Missy was announced to be the Master, I thought there was just going to be like a plot twist, and then we'd actually meet the Master later on. But no, we've actually got Missy as the Master, and I'm not complaining. Missy is pretty cool as the Master. But anyway, I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for tuning in to today's stream. As I said, like I might end up streaming tomorrow. It just depends on like what's going on really. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning to this short stream where I've just completely babbled all day. And yeah, goodbye for now.